Is there another adjustment here? Maybe that's where my problem is. On the back side here, it looks like there might be another nut to make another adjustment. Let's take a look at that. Well, hello everyone. Today I think I want to try this whole distributor thing again, because the last time I was here I maxed out the advance and I'm still not getting to anywhere where I'm before top dead center. So I'm curious that maybe there's an adjustment inside the distributor that I need to take care of. I'm guessing that the points could be adjusted somehow. And it looks like I'm pointing to cylinder number 6, so I think I'm going to have to rotate the engine around and we'll see if I can't get it pointing to number 1 and top dead center, and then adjust the points to where they're opening when everything is timed up right. Am I anywhere close? Not yet. And the only way I can rotate this by the fan is by turning it backwards for some reason, but that's how I do it. Alright, so now I want to set that at top dead center. How close am I? I'm about a degree early right now. Just a hair. Okay, it can't be any more perfect than that for top dead center. Okay, let's go down here now. What do I need to do to adjust the points so that they're opening right now and be full advance? So let's do that first. Rotate that around a little bit for you. going to loosen the distributor. We're going to go full advance. And now I want to set it so that the points are opening. Here, let's get this out of the way. All right, what can I do to adjust that? There's got to be something to make those open up now, because they're completely not on the point. Let's see what I can do with a screwdriver. Let's see, what do I got? A flathead screwdriver? Is that true? I think a flathead screwdriver will give me the only adjustment I can make. And that's that screw. There. Now it's loosened up, but that moved. So let's go back here. I'm going to snug this up for right now, just so that I can try to make the adjustments that I want to make. Without moving the distributor at this point. Okay, now, how can I move the points? Is there another screw down there? I don't see one. Okay, I'm going to set you guys aside for right now so I can get a better look. Okay, what movement can I make? I can move that in and out, but that still isn't touching that spot. Does the distributor have to come out and get set in there slightly different? Let's give that a shot. So I'm going to take the distributor all the way out and see if there is anything I can do to adjust it. Okay, there's the screw. I'm going to set this aside. And let's pull the distributor up. And let's try rotating that. Or what's it look like on the other side? Because I pulled it out once because I dropped a screw down in there. And when I put it back, I have no idea what I did. But that has to be pointed toward number 1 while, let's see, so where does this go to be pointed at number 1? Something like that. And the number 1 cylinder is there. It's this one. And that is slightly after that. But this thing needs to be rotated about another 5 degrees. What? Okay. Let's disconnect the battery. I hear a lot of clicking. And let's see here. If I need to take this wire off, which is probably a 3/8. Or am I way wrong on that? Nope, that's a 3/8. Loosen. Put that nut aside, take that wire loose, and let's pull the distributor out and take a look at it. And this hose is all wrapped up. Let's get that out. Okay, so there's the gear. It looks like it can go in and either in or 180 degrees out, doesn't it? And that only goes on one way. And that needs to be about right there. Is there another adjustment here? Maybe that's where my problem is. On the back side here, it looks like there might be another nut to make another adjustment. Let's take a look at that. Maybe I found something. Here, give you guys a little better view. Let's loosen this up. Filthy. Let's take this out. Let's go find something to clean that nut up. Ah, here we go. I got a screwdriver right here. Let's get the filth off of this thing a little bit. Looks like that's never been moved, but it looks also like it's way off. Because I should be able to set the timing to have some advance. And this thing is maxed out all the way on that side, so It looks to me like that needs adjustment. So I'm going to loosen that and spin it back, spin it the other way, if I can loosen it. Because that is filthy. There it goes. Alright, let's give myself maximum adjustment the other way. Oop, that don't look right. That shouldn't be clamped down that far, should it? Maybe that one should be able to be moved. Maybe that's where my problem is that that was over tightened, or is that, should that be tightened? I don't see why I couldn't tighten it, or at least snug it down. Okay, going back in. Ugh. Hold on. I need to clean this up a little bit. All right, let's go back in. Move you guys a little bit so maybe I can get something decent with a view there. Let's figure out where number 1 should be. Should be right about there. Let's put this back in. What are you catching? Look at it. All right. So now, oh, look at that. Now I'm kind of like right on top of it. That might be just a hair too much. Now that I've adjusted it, I think I need to adjust it a little bit back from where I had it. Because right now, when I am on maximum retarded, I am just after top dead center. There is top dead center. And I want to be able to hit top dead center with my most retarded adjustment. So let's take that back out. Let's loosen this up again. Shoot. And let's come back about as far as it was off. And then tighten it down again. Okay. Put that back in. Now I dropped the rotor. And where did it go? Disappeared. Oh, there it is. Found it. Okay, so That don't seem right, does it? That should be pointed the opposite direction. So I must be 180 degrees out. So we pull this out, rotate that around 180 degrees, put it back in. Now I'm pointing closer to number 1. And wow, it's still not where I need it. Let's take another look. Okay, so when I put this in, if I go this direction, I'm on top dead center. Right there. I need this that to be right where it's supposed to be. And somewhere where I can tighten it down. Now that's not even pointing at number 1. It's pointing at closer to number 2. That's pointing at whatever the last one that fires. There, that should be number 1. Oh yeah, right there. Okay, now we put back on this bolt. Wait, I need to tighten it up. Now that I've found where it needs to go and how I got to put that back in there, I need to snug that back up. Okay, now let's put it back in. That's off. There we go. That should be toward number 1. Now we put this bolt back in. There's our maximum amount of adjustment. So let's take the rotor back off and find where the points should open. Wait, it's right between the 2 lobes. Everywhere in there, it's not opening at all. How the hell does that work? Okay, let's take it back out. Let's try this again. Number 1 should be I'm going to take everything off of this cap too. I need to look at this a little better. Okay. Number 1 is there. That ain't right. Because that's got to go there. That's got to go there. So number 1 is dead center right there. Coming right off of the vacuum advance. Okay. So number 1 should be right there when I'm down. Right there when I'm down. That's after. How the hell do we adjust that? Okay. That's as close as I can get. Those points are never opening. So if I have this all the way that way, there's where it starts to open. That's right on top dead center. And then I need to be able to advance this. So I need to run it that way even more. And I have all of that amount of movement until I lock it down. All right, let's give this a look. Well, it's loose. Okay. All right, is that up? That's up. There we go. That's number 1, top dead center. That's right where I need that adjustment to be. Don't touch that until I snug it down. Now we put this back in. There is top dead center opening up. All right. So yeah, that bottom plate that sets your timing was way off. Whoops. Okay. So now, what do we got to do? Now that's set to where it needs to be. I need to gap the points. So we need to fire up the manual. What would it be? That's tightening. I don't need tightening. I need gap. Specifications. Crankshaft cylinders. Piston rings, compression rings, valves, guides, valve springs. Valve timing, tappets. No, that's not electrical. Maybe it was back in the distributor area. Which was where? There we go. Alternator. Ooh, I went too far. Starter. Alternator. Distributor. Here we go. Here's my distributor. What is the gap? And of course, there's no gap on there. So it's got to be back here someplace. Ignition system, here we go. D100. Breaker point gap, 0.014 to 0.019. Wait, that's for D100 V8. I needed D100 inline 6. Where is that? Ah, here we go. Gap 0.17 to 0.23. 225 engine, D100. Breaker cat. 0.17 to 0.23, halfway in the middle is 0.20. So let's set the gap to 0.20. And it's closed. Should that be open? Yeah, that should be open right there. Ah, there we go. Let's put this back in so I can hold it down, keep everything straight. Okay, that's semi-snug. Now at its maximum open, which it is right now, I need that thing gapped. How do I do that? So, put that in. Pardon my reach. Tighten that down. That didn't even open. There's got to be an adjustment here somehow. I need that to go up. All right. Now I have a gap that is quite a bit more than 20 thousandths. So now I come back in and loosen it just a bit. And tighten it back up and test again. Still more than 20 thousandths. So try again. Is it opening? Somehow I don't think it's open now. That's way too far. How do I adjust this? Do I put that in there? And then snug it down? There shouldn't be that much. How do you get this fine-tune adjustment? It's still got to be too much. That seems way too loose. Okay, now it's not flopping around in there. But it's not, is it actually not touching? It's touching, so that isn't going to help. It's got to be more than that. Ah. Okay, that is just barely not touching. Let's cut it in half and try a 10/1000. If it's not touching at all on 10, then I got to be pretty close with 20, right? Oh yeah, and that's really loose. So let's go to 15. This should be loose yet. And that's loose. Then we'll go to 25, and that should be snug. And that is snug. So I think I'm pretty close right in there. Let's tighten this down. And then let's loosen up this bolt. so that we can run this off of that as far advanced as possible. And then we need to hook the coil back up, which goes right there. Somehow. There it goes. Hook that back up. Wait, before I do that, let's set this back to top dead center. And let's set this thing back at 1 or 2.5 degrees. So I need my light. And we go to 2.5. There's 2.5. We should be right on. So that should be open. Right there. That's 2.5. Let's snug this down. Then let's hook up the coil. And tighten up the coil. And then we put the rotor back in. And we put the cap back on. There's number 1. And I found out yesterday that I need to set this one first, or my fingers won't do it. There we go. Then I set the second one. Snap. Now we hook up the coil. And then we do number 1, which is here. Then we go around the firing order, so it goes odds outside to inside and then evens outside to inside. So it's going to be 1, 5, 3, and then we go outsides to insides on evens. So that's going to be 6, 4, 2. Wait, 6, 2, 4. 4 is on the inside, right? Gotta get them right, because that one's more outside than inside. So let's look at this again. 1, 5, 3, 6, 2, 4. That looks right. Okay, so now the distributor is hooked back up. And hopefully gapped right. Let's get some more gasoline in this thing, because there ain't enough to run anything now. Okay, about 2 quarts. Tighten the cap up. Okay, so I have the, I need the vacuum advance hose hooked back up, which is this side. Then we'll run up through this direction, and we'll just lay that up on top for now. And let's check and see if this thing is timed out. And it has. Timed out. Battery's almost dead. That's why that one timed out. Okay. Next step. That's all hooked up. Let's get this stuff out of the way. Give you guys a kind of a view. Let's see. What do I got to do? I should hook up the timing light to number 1, and the direction of power goes that direction. Then let's grab my remote starter. I don't have to fiddle around inside. And that means put the power back to it. And hook up to that. Oh, come on. You can get on there. Disconnect this wire, hook up this connector, there. Come on, clamp on there. This stinking rubber thing. There, I think that's on. Now I gotta turn the ignition on. Since I haven't run this in a while, that means I gotta give it a choke, pump it a few times. Let's see if she starts. Now it's advanced a mile and a half. It's not even reading anywhere. So what does that mean? That would mean I need to turn it back, or I need to adjust that nut again somewhere closer to the middle. That second nut. Oh man. Or is it because it's not warm enough? I mean, it's running without a choke, which is good. Let's see if it comes back after it warms up. what, that's running just too damn good. Maybe I'm just going to leave it at 12 degrees. Let's see if she'll restart at 12 degrees. Now she's maybe idling a little too fast. But she sure likes to run at that 12 degrees advanced. Well, I guess talk to you again later. I think I got maybe to adjust that distributor a bit more because I can't back it down to 2.5 degrees before top dead center. I can, I got it retarded as far as I can now at 12 degrees, so I probably need to adjust that second bolt to give me the ability to get to 2.5. So I'll keep working on it, and maybe next time I'll let you know how it's going. Talk to you later. Bye.